Greetings and welcome to Factorio. I'm Dgray, and today we'll continue our Warptorio series and see if we can't get a few things up and running. Before we start, if you enjoy my content, do remember to like and subscribe. It will help me out a lot. And with that out the way, let's get on to today's episode. So before we go topside, one of the things I remembered when we started to make productivity last episode was that we could put them in our labs. That's actually one of the best way to do it, just to make sure that we get a bit more bang for our buck in terms of getting research done. So let's see if we can't get all these filled up and save a bit of resources. That would be nice. While we're doing this, we also have to watch our power to make sure that we are not consuming too much, because right now these are consuming twice as much, or almost twice as much as we did before. So that is something we most definitely have to keep an eye on. So, as always, let's start up by setting up our inputs. Have to get you out the way, please. And then we can place down the left here to get in some iron. Copper is still going strong, I think, but let's just get a bit more. I think that is our most important thing to get, together with stone. So can we do like a mixed one? Not the best. How much stone do we have? We might actually go for stone a bit more, because we have nothing stored. We have a small amount stored up, but kind of want a bit more. That has been destroyed. We did have a little trouble with the biases last episode, giving us a bit of grief. So let's just make sure that we get the rest of this set up and running perfectly. So I think this will be fine to do for now, just doing split belts. I know we're not collecting everything we could do, but I think it will be fine. Can already see a few biters close by, so we might take our little, what's it called, tank for a little spin and clear them out. Just want to set up the rest of our modules before we do that. So that's all filled. We should have them in everything. So now we can just leave this running. It will make sure our science go a bit slower, but it will save us on resources, and that is kinda what we need at the moment. So yeah, let's just leave it at that. The biters are already attacking, so that means we should take a little tank out for a spin. Luckily, that should be easy enough to do. And let's go kill the biters and explore around the base. We might also be lucky and can find a few chests. That would be optimal. But for now, let's just kill these that are close by. Just driving through it all. I love it. We missed that one. Let's just go back around. There we are. Kill these. And that was one biter base taken care of. There might be quite a bit on this map since it's a desert world. So... oh, I missed both of them. That was bad. Let's just kill these with a few bullets. It's a small waste of ammo, but I think it's justifiable. So, yeah, it's going good. As soon as I clear out the biters, we should go in and set up a lot more of our fluid production. And that should help us up a lot in the coming episodes. Let's see. You can just die. There we are. Thank you. Killing this. Oh, we do have a small amount of uranium. I think it might be a good time to grab some of that as well. I'll just have to go and pick up... oh, it's going circles now. Go and pick up a few miners. And probably just take a few barrels with us out here. So what if we do this? We could actually get sulfur out of one of these. But to be honest, I'll rather just do this at the moment. And just give you some of that. I don't think we'll stay here too long. I think the bites will overrun us quite quickly, or quickly even. So what if we just do something like this? We just craft a few more while we go back and pick up the things we need. We should have sulfur in the barrels over here. So let's just grab a few. And with that, we can also grab one of these to take them out. And then we can just do a little production out there by hand. I think that will work nicely for what we need. Power still fine. So let's see here. Let's do one more miner there. And that should be good. We could get robots to put it in, but let's just do it with some normal chests for now. 5, and then we just need to hook this up with some of this and put down you that on barrels sulfuric acid, and let's see if we can't have enough with this little setup here. So I don't know how many of these, how fast they use this, but if we just do 1, 2 and do an in and out, don't really matter that we have none. Then we'll do acid barrel and just get this to run a bit and hopefully get ourselves a bit of uranium. So that is working fine. It's building up, so let's just leave that to gather a bit for us. While that is going, getting us uranium and enabling us to get some uranium ammo at some point as well, then let's go out and look for some more biters. Luckily, we are quite clear of them. A bit of iron here. We can just leave that as is, but we do have a small amount over here, it seems. Is anything? There's a bit to drive through here. Bring it on. We can leave the rest. Go away. That's fine. Oh, a little chest right there. 2 iron chests. Not the most exciting things to get, but nonetheless it is something. But I'm quite happy we find some uranium this time. I've been looking for it for quite a few episodes, and we're finally at the point we can start to grab a bit of it. And that is actually very nice. Let's keep driving down this way. Small amount of bytes is coming from here, so let's just clear out the base that's somewhere down here. That's a huge uranium patch. We could go for it, but it's probably not that needed. Yeah, it's gone. And then we should be safe. I'm not gonna move to this uranium patch, mostly because we don't have enough supply of sulfuric acid at the moment to sustain it. So let's just leave it for now. Doesn't seem like there's that many biters close by after we cleared that out, so that is actually quite nice. Just exploring the last small amount. Oh, there's a little chest over here. Let's go get that one. That might actually give us something good, hopefully. Let's see. A few buildings and first storage tanks, so not the best, but it does give me a bit more things. So that's actually looking quite good down here. It's quite nice that our base is running so smoothly at the moment that we can just take a little stroll around the map and clear out biters so we can stay a bit longer. Especially in a desert world where that is much needed to do. Okay. Oh, and we have oil. That's also something I would like to... Ooh, that's a lot of oil. We might go grab this instead of, what's it called, the uranium. Because we most definitely want to fill up our oil. So let's take our car. That's a bit faster. wish we had more than, what's it called? One planet teleporter, because that would make it a bit easier to get all of this done. Now I actually have quite a bit of a drive if I want to get that oil, and I most definitely do. Probably have to pick up a bit, what's called coal, or we can just do it with wood. How far away was that? Oh, it's just up here, so it's not that far away. But the oil is definitely something I want, so let's see if this is running out anyway. How much does it have left? Small amount. We could just, to be honest, we could just, oh, we need the power. So we can't just leave it here. Do we have big power poles? We do. So what if we just do this and just hook it up with power poles? That way we can do both at the same time, since it's so close. So let's just do this. Directly back to our base. And there we are. Hopefully don't attack the poles, but that should make sure we still mine some uranium over there while we go down and grab the oil and fill up our storage tanks. After we've done that, I kind of want to set up, what's it called? A better processing area. Oh, one chest more here. What's in you? Oh, that's nice. Some circuits. And as soon as we place this one down at the oil, we'll just jump back and not drive all the way back. That'll be a waste of time. So let's see here. Oil, oil, oil. Thank you very much. There we are. Oil is on the right, if I'm not mistaken. Oil is right there. Then we'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then we'll just drag some pipe. Not in that one. I want to drag it into that one. There we are. Remember to hook up the rest so we don't do the same we did a few episodes ago where we completely forgot to hook everything up. And that was a silly mistake to do. There we are. Let's get in some speed modules just to pump in oil at a nice quick rate. Defense. There we are. And let's go back. Quite a few binds attacking. Nothing overly worrisome. We could probably stop this one now. Just make sure we only stack about 10k. And that means that this one, if we do that... Wonder if we can do this and still go in. Or at least go to the opposite side. That's what I want to try and see if it does. So what if I do that? We'll still go in then. The 9 will, but it can't put it anymore, so we will have to do that. So that's a good way to limit our chests going up. I actually completely forgot about that way of doing it. How's this looking? Filling up nicely. How's it looking down here? It's looking great. We have a ton of stone being stored up. We have things being smelted, so things are looking good. And oil is slowly filling up. It is slowly filling up. So that is good. So what is our factory missing at the moment? It's still the circuits. That's because we're using a ton for our productivity and for our speed. So we'll just have to wait for that to build up before our science really kicks into gear again. Because red has built up, green has built up. So to be honest, we might just skip blue and go for the other ones just to get some things knocked out with the science we have. Could get flamethrower to get the flamethrower turrets. I think they could be good. I think one of you commented that a few episodes ago. And normally I haven't really used what's called flamethrower turrets before, so it could actually be a good thing to try. Also quite a bit in terms of character slots. And just get some military out the way. Ooh, we can get warp rounds. Pretty much just get a ton of this done. That should make sure all of the run, and we can still build up these without spending oil and red circuits producing chemical science when we are quite low on that. You see the oil can almost keep up, I think. It's not completely keeping up, but the plastic is running and sulfuric acid is building up again. So I think it's looking good enough in terms of filling up this, what we're producing here. So let's just take our tank out again and kill the big bitterness somewhere to the north. Because I want, ooh, I have to get more, what's it called? Coal before I leave. Yeah, and let's go for a little trip. I'm about to say trip down memory lane, but that's not really the case. Because I definitely want to stay here at least half an hour with the amount of things. Let's see if we can find where they're spawning from. It's probably just a small base up here. It's probably not that big one, but since there's no trees, they're spawning quite fast. So let's see. Oh, is that a huge oil depot as well up here? Oh, it is. Well, that's just spiders. I don't really care about those, but I want to kill worms, but I want to kill these. That's fine. Let's go around here. Let's make sure we don't get stuck, because that would be quite bad. But I cleared out those. Let's see where else spiders are attacking from. Guess they start to attack from quite far away, since the pollution cloud is reaching all the way up here. Oh, there's some biters here, so there might be some attacking from out here somewhere. Yes, there we are. Let's just take out this little base, this somewhat big base. Oh, snap. Let's watch out. Luckily, our robots can help us out. Because that was most definitely necessary for them to do that. And as soon as I get a personal roboport, not personal roboport, what's it called, laser defense, then we can much easier do this. Because then we just spend a small amount of power, and then the laser defense can help us out. Killing the rest. Oh, there's so much oil in this world. That's some big bases right here. And we're about the point where I don't really want to go any closer. Let's see. It's just at the edge of pollution cloud, so let's take it out. Kamikaze. And let's go around this way. And for all of you that's trying this as well, I will most definitely recommend that you get the tank as fast as possible. Because that's actually been what saved my butt in the last couple of episodes. Being able to clear out these bison nests this easy. So I'm not going to go clear up this massive one up here. With a tank that will be unwise. I have a feeling I'll just get stuck. And yeah, it's not really worth it in terms of that. One spawning there, that's fine. So that's those spiders cleared up. Oh, there's a chest out there. I'll never be able to reach that. Now some more research done. Should probably start to add more, since I've slowed down the production so much with our productivity modules. That's something I'll have to look at as well. Oh, it's attacking our power lines. That's a huge attack from over here. So that means the power will Oh, they're starting to get so aggressive. Oh, that's bad, that's bad. We'll have to go back and see what's going on. Oh, it's because they're probably flying outside to try and repair the power line and then getting attacked by the biters. And that means that all of our construction robots are getting destroyed. So let's go back to the base, just leave the rest, and then we won't clear out any more since this is a very hostile world. So let's see here. They are attacking our miners down here, but this should be defended, so that shouldn't be that big of a deal. Oh, a ton of things is going on in here. Let's just pick this one up. It's not working anymore, mostly since you can go close, have defense. And let's see how much we got. Oh, quite a bit. Luckily we have a truck we can throw it into. Got a lot more than I thought we would. There we are. Oh, go away, stupid biter. Oh, that's a lot dead out here. Oh, look at that. Oh, my wall. Whoops. So yeah, let's get ready to leave this area. I have to pick up my tank. It's filled with things. There we go. And we still have 30 something onto warp, so let's just go pick up our things. And I can tell we most definitely need to get this up and running. We are quite close to being full. And how is this looking? That's out of ammo, so let's upgrade that with piercing ammo. I think that will be a wise decision to do. So what if I just grab 500? That's gonna tax our defense a bit, but I think that will be fine. So let's see here. And let's take half of you. That's much better. And the same on the opposite side. And then we will go and get our oil. That is almost full. Almost. It's at a pretty good amount. Over here, let's grab these and put in the rest of our those. So that means we should be able to leave very, very soon. This is still going strong. That's perfect. Chests are starting to fill up, so we'll have to look at that soon as well. We can still easily keep this this contained, so can't really complain about that. Here are some for you, in case you want to repair. And we're still only at small biters, so it's actually not that important that we leave just this second. So what should we look at down here? Probably dismantling some of this soon, so we can build up the rest of this. And we actually have enough productivity science now as well. But that will tax our system quite a lot if we start to do it. And I'm not quite sure I want that yet. The reason for not researching this, even though it is what's called military and will help us, is because it won't save us resources, it'll just make us survive longer, since we're going to use the same amount of bullets to kill them. And that's why I'm kind of holding on off on that one. And productivity science, does that give anything good other than this one that actually might be quite good to get? I don't think so, and the rest we can kind of do with the things. Let's see, what is that? This one is locked behind some of this. Might get this one. Oh, rocket launcher. And go into warp reassembler. That means we'll stay longer and start to unlock cool things down here. I have no idea what to do, but I think there might be something we'll check out in the coming episodes. Just getting through these, because it is quite cheap. And I think that will help us out quite a lot. So I think it's about time we pick up our things. Yep, that's starting to be huge waves. So let's pick up our miners first. And then we'll go and pick up the oil. And then we'll get ready to leave. That's one back. And then the other one back. And to be honest, I think it might be better just to do it on the opposite world, picking these up, instead of doing it at the end of the other one, since it does take a bit of time to do. And with the amount of defense we're doing, it might not be, in terms of resources, be the optimal solution. Let's pick up these. Let's do it in the correct order so we get as much oil as we can. There we are, and let's get ready to warp. So probably I started a few minutes sooner, but yeah, look at that. They are just going completely ham at my defense. So let's see what world we get next time. Hopefully it's a good one. That will allow us to do a lot more. And we have the tank, we have the car, we have uranium. So that's also something we have to look at next episode. So let's see here. Oh. And we will stop it here. This seems like a quite good one. We have trees and we have iron close by. So hopefully this will protect us for a little while so the biters don't attack too soon. So thank you so much for watching, guys. Hopefully you have liked and subscribed. And then I will see you in the next episode. Bye, guys.